Human, please. My mom stuck in a trap. The forest floor was quiet except for the soft crunch of boots against moss-covered earth. Colonel Marcus Hayes moved through the dense woodland with calculated precision, his tactical gear perfectly suited for the reconnaissance mission on Kepler 442b. He'd been stationed on this alien world for 6 months, studying the ecosystem before humanity's full colonization effort began. What he didn't know was that his presence had already attracted the attention of someone, or rather, someones. A small, high-pitched cry pierced the misty air. Marcus stopped dead in his tracks, hand instinctively moving to the pulse rifle at his side. The sound was unlike anything in the mission briefing. It wasn't the screech of the large predators documented in the sector, nor the growl of the territorial beasts he'd catalogued. This was different. This sounded almost desperate. Help. Please, human. Please. The voice called again, closer this time. Through the towering ferns and bioluminescent plants, Marcus spotted movement. His eyes widened as a small blue figure emerged from the undergrowth, no more than 3 feet tall, with wide eyes filled with tears. The creature's skin glowed faintly in the filtered sunlight, a deep cerulean blue that seemed to shift with its emotions. Humanoid features marked its face, a nose, mouth, and intelligent eyes that locked directly onto Marcus's. The soldier's training kicked in immediately. This was first contact with an intelligent species, a monumental moment in human history. But his analytical mind was already processing danger signals. Where there was one, there could be others. Where there was a child, there could be a threat. Don't move, Marcus commanded, his voice firm but carefully neutral. I won't hurt you. No. You don't understand, the small alien cried, its voice trembling with urgency. My mom, she's stuck. She's caught in the metal trap near the crystal grove. The human machine said it. Please, you have to help me. You have to. Marcus felt something twist in his chest. The automated safety perimeter. Command had installed mechanical traps around the landing zone to warn of any approaching threats. He'd argued against them, preferring observation to intervention. But Command had overruled him. Show me, Marcus said simply, lowering his weapon. The young alien's face flooded with relief. It turned and began running deeper into the forest, its movements fluid and graceful despite its obvious fear and exhaustion. Marcus followed, his military training warring with an unexpected surge of paternal instinct. This was a child, scared and desperate to save its mother. That transcended species. They ran for what felt like miles, pushing through dense vegetation that seemed to part naturally before the young alien's touch. Marcus realized the creature was communicating with the forest itself, sending signals through the connected root systems and fungal networks that the xenobiology team had theorized about, but never confirmed. Nature was cooperating with its own. Finally, they burst into a clearing where crystal-like structures jutted from the earth, refracting light into 1,000 rainbow patterns. And there, caught in the mechanical jaws of one of the perimeter traps, was the young alien's mother. She was larger than her offspring, nearly 5 feet tall, with similar blue skin that was now marked with blood and bruising. The trap had caught her lower leg, the metal teeth having punctured through her calf when she'd triggered the sensor. Her face was contorted in pain, but her eyes, those same intelligent, desperate eyes, looked up at Marcus with a mixture of fear and pleading. Mom, the young one cried out, rushing toward her. Stay back, Zara, the mother called out, her voice surprisingly soft and melodic despite her agony. She turned her gaze to Marcus, assessing him. You're the human. The one we've been watching. Marcus was shocked. You've been watching me? We watch all who come to our world, she replied, her breathing shallow. We meant no harm. We only wanted to understand you. But you're machines. She grimaced as she tried to move, causing the trap's teeth to dig deeper. She cried out involuntarily. "Don't move," Marcus instructed. He approached the trap carefully, examining its mechanism. These were RX 700 models, military-grade security devices. Disarming them required a specific code sequence he didn't have in his field kit. That information was back at base. But the trap itself was mechanical, and mechanisms could be manipulated. He pulled a tools kit from his tactical vest and began working on the trap's locking mechanism. Sparks flew as he carefully applied pressure to the joints, working to spread the metal teeth open without causing further damage. Sweat dripped down his forehead as he worked. The mother alien watched him with an intensity that was both grateful and wary. "Your daughter?" Marcus asked, making conversation to keep them calm as he worked. "Zara is my only child," the mother said softly. "She is brave. Braver than I am. When the trap caught me, she ran to find help. She was supposed to hide to be safe. Instead, she risked everything to save me." Marcus understood that kind of love. It transcended biology, transcended worlds. It was the fundamental drive of all conscious beings to protect those they cared about. With a final metallic groan, the trap's jaws spread wide enough. The mother alien pulled her injured leg free, limping backward with Zara's help. She collapsed to the ground, cradling her wounded leg. "Thank you," she said, her eyes meeting Marcus's. "You could have reported this. You could have marked our location for your military. Instead, you chose compassion. Why?" Marcus holstered his weapon and knelt beside her, examining the wound. It was deep but not life-threatening. He retrieved a medical kit from his gear and began applying pressure bandages, human medical supplies doing what they could for alien biology. "Because," Marcus said quietly, "my daughter is about Zara's age. If she were trapped somewhere, injured and scared, I'd hope someone would help her. That someone would see her as a person worth saving, not a threat to be eliminated." The alien mother's eyes glistened with tears that reflected the crystal light around them. Zara moved closer to her mother, wrapping small arms around her. It was a gesture of love and relief that needed no translation. "You are different from what we feared," the mother said. "The colonization reports our scouts intercepted spoke of conquest, of resource extraction. We prepared for war. But perhaps there is another way." Marcus finished securing the medical dressing. "My name is Marcus. What should I call you?" "I am Lyra," the mother said. "And this is Zara, my daughter." "Well, Lyra and Zara," Marcus said, a plan forming in his mind. "I think it's time Command learned what I've learned, that intelligence and compassion exist everywhere, including here." He helped Lyra to her feet, supporting her weight. "Can you walk to the outpost? I want my medical team to look at that leg. And I want you to meet Command, face to face. If there's going to be a future for humans on this world, it's going to be one where we coexist with its people, not in spite of them." Lyra exchanged a glance with her daughter, and slowly, a smile appeared on her alien face. It was the smile of a mother who had found hope in a moment of desperation. Together, the three figures walked out of the crystal grove and back through the forest toward the human settlement. Behind them, the trap sat empty, a monument to the moment when two worlds chose understanding over conflict. As they walked, Zara slipped her small hand into Marcus's, and the colonel realized that first contact had already happened. It had just come from an unexpected direction. Not from military protocol or formal diplomacy, but from a mother's cry for help and a soldier's choice to answer it with his heart.